storage building. I'm gonna sell this big field here. Well, in fact, let's do that first. Now let's move the map over, and let's highlight that. Yes, sell. Highlight that, and okay. And you see the message I'm getting. That means that for some reason okay, let's go out and I will take care of that now. Let's go back in here, go to my garage. What's happened is, for some reason, the bale sale is on the corner of those properties, so I'm going to sell the one I have and replace it. Now let's go to the big map, and you see it's gone. Well, I need to move that little front end loader. It's the only thing I got left from the pig farm is the front end loader. I'll put it under here where the dump truck's at. Alright, now we should be able to sell this right here. Yep. Let's see if we own this. We should not own nothing but that field there that still needs to be harvested. And there's one dog sending me a message, but I cannot answer right now. I'll answer him later. He wasn't able to be a part of this broadcast. It's just me. And so now let's go into the store and let's get another bale sale, and let's move it right here. And I think this is where we're going to place it, right here, right in the center, and we can work around it. Let's center it up a little bit more. Bring it this way just to, whoa, that might have been too much. Right there, I ought to do it. I ought to do it right there. Bang! Now, let's go back to the big map, and you see and folks, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here, but I may use a field, make a field or two out of this. I don't know, but in the meanwhile, till I decide, now let's head. Let me fast travel to the combine. All right, here we go. And this is barley. And this is the new lizard head done up to look like, even though it's hard to see, look like Klosk in Costco. This is the biggest combine in the console game. On console, the Claas Lexion holds 18 tons or 18,000 liters or pounds. Inside the cab, go ahead and cut the lights on it. Set to cruise control. Like to use it because it don't work your remote to death. You just have to. And I have a steering wheel here, and it works. The Thrustmaster. But using it right now. While I'm doing this video, I'd rather use the remote. And this is barley. And we're in midsummer. This is barley we actually planted in the wintertime, believe it or not. With this South Carolina Geo, you can do that. That's the Geo I'm using. And but in real life here, we don't really plant because the ground stays too wet and too cold. This Geo is not exactly accurate from what I've been able to tell thus far as to how we actually grow things in this part of the country. So I'm gonna stop the cruise. See, I did get just a hair there. Without the pipe, I'm gonna leave it running with the lights on and fast travel right quick to the Chaser bin. And this is something else we don't really use in the South. I've never seen, because we don't have fields big enough down south to weren't using this. We usually park 18-wheelers by the field and just the combine just pulls up and dumps when it gets full wherever it's at in the field, or the 18-wheeler drives in the field. It's got the right kind of wheels. But this holds 70,000. The dump truck over there only holds 49,000. So this holds a little bit more, and you can dump straight into the silos with this Chaser bin. So and I'm gonna show you how we harvest stuff once we do 2 headlands. Now I'm just gonna leave that sitting right there, and I'm gonna run over, jump in, pull the arm down, turn it on, and off we go. Once I finish across this other end down here, I'll show you what I'm talking about, how we do it here in the South. I don't know how you do it in other parts of the country, but I'm going to show you how it's done here in the South. Always do 2 headlands, give you clearance to turn around with a head or whatever because usually here in the South we have, even though this map doesn't show that, this map's not southern base map. There's no trees or anything. There's some trees and unlevel areas around the edge of fields that you'll encounter that you have to maneuver around, and it's always good to do two headlands, give you clearance to do all that. Because depending on the size of your combine and head, you're going to have to need it anyway to turn around. So, anyway, here we go. Now, I'm going to set the cruise on, and I'm going to turn this thing around, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. Come down about halfway, you get a look at, we want to go about centered, and with this big 45-foot head, we can walk the dog with it right down the middle. That's a term we use here in the South when we want to say we're really going to get it done. You'll see what I mean. We're walking the dog now. We will be. It's going to fill up faster because you're in the center of this field. And I show you when I get to the end what we'll do. I got all my lights on so we can go all night if we need to. But generally in the South we don't harvest too deep into the night, especially when there's a dew comes, it wets, you can't, if it's too wet it'll mess up the combine. You have a mess to clean up. You don't want to do that. So we're going to see how well this combine here turns around. It'll spin around like some I've used, and you should be able to spin it right back around. Let's see. Yep. There it goes, just like that. And this is the way we do it. Next pass I make, it's not full when I get to the other end. I'll come up the other section over there. In and out, in and out. And see, we're really walking the dog with it now. But you really need two headlands around it. Give you clearance to turn this combine around good. Even though it's got tracks on the front, it still needs good clearance to turn. And you can tell it by the time on my clock it's getting dark, but it's set on summer, so these summer days are longer, so it does stay light a little bit longer, but the sun is starting to go down over there. So back up and pull out next. I'm gonna turn the cruise off now. That way I don't run in and mess up the crop. When it gets full, I don't run past. I can stop, let off the throttle, and it'll stop. You see we're at 97%. Right now we're at 98, 99. There it is right there. And now let's switch to the turn and come the other way. And see, you already got 36,000 or 36 tons of barley in this thing already. It holds 70 and it's half full. We'll see how much it puts in it when we unload the combine this time. If you do the math, 36 plus 18 would be, let me get the calculator here and I'll tell you in just a minute. 54 should give us, I'm gonna have to back the combine up a little bit, folks, because I don't know if I can squeeze through there or not. Let's see with this quad track whether I can. Yeah, I can get through there. Should be 54 tons or 54,000 pounds or liters. Yep, told you. I want to get on that barley there now. Leave this right in the center here. And let's run over here. Get in the combine and back it, crank it up and back it up and line it up. Put the arm up. I have to fuel this combine after this finish with this field. It's getting a little low on fuel. Set the cruise on and here we go. Out of all the 2 farming games that I have, I actually have 17 as well. This is probably my favorite, 19. Pure farming, if you, like I've said before, if you're looking for a good change in different types of crops, if you don't have PC, it's your go-to. It's Pure Farming 18, and 17 has, I think, better tractors. I'm one of these guys that likes older model tractors. That's what I grew up using, and so I like the older Massey Ferguson that came out a while back. Let me stop here and show you what I'm talking about. Go in the store here. Where's the tractors? There they are. I think it's under mid-size. It may be under small. Nope. No, that ain't it. Nope, it's on. Pardon me, it's under small. My bad. These tractors here, like that one and this Massey Ferguson 3000 series. Yeah, I love, and those old New Hollands like that, Ford New Hollands. I love those tractors, but fields this size, you really, and the smaller combine, you could use them, but it would take you couldn't work them. I'm not really that's the main reason I got rid of that big field. I'm not a big giant size field farmer. I don't like Welper's Farm. I don't like Doll Ranch. I don't like what's that other map? Big field. Oh, Lone Oak is a little bit too big for me. It ain't as big as Welper's or Doll Ranch, but it's, you know, personally I like this, the scenery and all there. It makes you feel at home for sure, but on the farm, but it's realistic. But as far as field wise, they're too big for me even on Lone Oak. Let's see. I'll turn around and come back down get that little swipe, come back, finish this whole section out before I do any more. But you see how fast we have walked the dog with this field? But here's another thing, folks. Most fields aren't straight rectangle or square like this. They're odd shapes. That's another reason for your headlands, because it kind of outlines your field for you, where you know how to. But you can still, when you want, you do 2 rows of headlands, 2 rounds of headlands. You can block it up and square it somewhat, and then one by one knock it on out. But I like this flat map because you can do whatever size fields you want to do on here. And now that seasons is out, you know, you do get a break between planting and fertilizing and then harvesting. But this geo is somewhat realistic, and for the most part it is similar to how we do things here, except the temperatures are close. Like I say, it allows you to plant here on this wet and too cold to do that. But it is excuse me, it's now get over here. I'm gonna turn that off. We got all that. Go up this and come down that. Turn in here. That way it's fixing to be full, you see. That way the pipe will be out where it won't be. I think I'll do that canola field next. That field 2 has got canola in it. Get it out the way and work my way to the front. And I got another field of barley right there. Right beside on this left hand side of the I think that's barley if I'm not mistaken. Either barley or wheat. They're on this side of the silos. Yep. We don't grow barley much down here. We don't even grow oats that much down here. We see a lot of wheat, soybean, cotton is a big crop. See what I didn't want to do? I let that cruise stay on too long. You see what it did? Ruined my crop. Because I have crop destruction on. Anyway, we see a lot of cotton. We see a lot of corn. And I said soybean. That's about it. Mostly a lot of cotton. It's a big, and that's what it says on that South Carolina Geo, that cotton is a major crop, and it is. Ideally in South Carolina we grow cotton. We plant it somewhere late spring, early summer, and then somewhere around late fall, mid to late fall we harvest it. And this Mayfield, this chaser being enough it does, we'll head over to the silos and unload. Yep, she's gonna be full. She's a full. And there's still some, as you can see, in the combine there. Let's see just exactly how much. 2,000 or 2 tons, 11% is left in it. I can finish getting this, but I'm gonna go dump that because we'll need it. And we're right here at the silos. I can get around, and I've been contemplating combining some of these fields, if not all of them, leaving a driveway in and out around things, but doing the rest in one humongous field. Oh, let's get the arm up here. And I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to do that. And when I do, I will do a video and show you the process if I do, how I do it and how I connect them and everything. while that's unloading, I'm gonna run over here right quick and see if this is barley or wheat. It's one of the two. It's a grain of some kind. It is wheat. Okay, so I don't have but the one field of barley then. No, wait a minute. Yeah. Yep, that's wheat. So I got 2 fields of wheat and just the one, this one of barley. Yep. That's already 70 tons off this field that we got. It won't be another 70 tons. We'll see. Let's see if I can swing around them right here without... I made me some more room here. Landscaped it a little bit. Pushed that field back a little bit more. Oh yeah, I got it now. We was having trouble, myself and one dog, who normally is on here with me, but again, he wasn't able to make the broadcast today. You listening or watching One Dog? Catch you next time. See, that's what happens when you let crews run to it and gets completely full. It'll run in, and you got crop destruction on, and you're doing that, it's going to run up in there. Ruin the crop. I say we'll have probably 74 or 5,000 liters, pounds, 74 or 5 tons. I think it'd be about, there's already 3, so it might be close to 76, 77. We'll see when we get to the other end down here. We're almost to it now, and we're not even at 4 yet, so I'll stick with 4. Yeah. Yep, there's a little over 4 now, 44. I don't know if it's going to reach. It might reach 5. Yep, it may reach it. Yep, it's done reached it. Right there. So 5 more tons. 75 tons or 75,000 pounds or liters. I'm going to go ahead and empty this out. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this arm up, and I'm going to drive the combine over here. Don't normally do this. Oop, no, I can't because that head. I'll drive the combine and feel the chaser being up. That's what I'll do. I was going to go to the silos with it, but then I realized that head was way too big. I was just going to keep that chaser being empty, but and I'll go park this tractor ready to do the canola in field 2, and then this combine to field 2, and then I'll fast travel to that quad track and take that little bit and dump it in there. So 75 tons off of this field of barley. That's pretty good. I know you're thinking, well, 5,000, 5,200, almost 5,300 liters is not enough to go dump, but it is when you gotta have empty for canola. See, that's worth. I got a little dump. A dump truck that holds 49,000, but I'm closer to the silos. The dump truck's way on the other end of the yard down there. This holds, like I say, 70. So this is easy for me to come here and empty. As we move on now to canola, and then I'll come back and do this field of wheat. Oop, right here that I'm trying to keep from rolling into. And you can tell it's getting darker and darker. And after I get all these fields done, I'm going to switch geos from South Carolina to Texas, and I'm going to start this thing all over again. Let's give Texas a try. But before I... Wait a minute, before I... Where's my pickup? There it is. I'm going to pull out here and hook to this fuel tank, this portable one, and I'm going to drive out to the field and fill that combine up. It is getting low in fuel. And you see this thing is full. Oh, I done hit my chairs. I have to sell them and reset them up, won't I? Yep. Lord, didn't mean to do that. Realized I was on top of them till it's done too late. Let's see here. Not sure how this is going. I don't have to move that tractor out of the way. Hold on just a minute. Pull it up out of the way here. I'll just crank the combine up. This is what I'll do, and I'll back it up till I see that field symbol come up on the... Ooh, I turned it over. Look at there. There it is. And you see the fuel hand going up, and it is full now. Alright, take the truck back. And this combine's got 16.2 hours on it, and it's still ticking because I keep it serviced. Truck there's got 4.9. Oh, let me take this fuel tank now. Set it back up and park the truck, and I have to I want to redo my... Whoa, you see that thing fishtail on me? Wow. Need some sway bars on that bad boy. Don't I? Alright, there we go. Pull this. I fixed my chairs where I knocked them over. I have to sell them and reset them. No big whoopee. Now let's go in here to garage. Now go all the way over, come down to the farmhouse. There they are. And well, see, it puts me down there where but I ain't. I'll bring them up here. This is where I had them. Kind of right in here somewhere. Alright, now let's head back to the combine now. And this is canola. This is another crop we don't grow much down here. oilseed canola. We don't. It's just not. I don't know anybody that grows it down in this neck of the woods, but out west, the Midwest, Oklahoma, Iowa, they grow it out there pretty regular. You mainly get the oil off of it. Like I say, we don't even do sunflower seeds either. You see, I'm doing my headlands, first round of headlands. And somebody asked me which farm simulator I like better, 19 or 17. There's things about each one that I like, but overall I like 19 better because it's I don't know, it's just good. It's just better. That's all I can say. Overall. Like on 17, like I said, they have a lot more of the older tractors, or at least on console. Now I know on y'all PC players have everything. I don't have PC. So actually I did start playing 17 on PC, but switched over to console because my computer kept crashing every time it would go to save the game or what have you, and it was a brand new computer, and it was supposed to have been a good gaming computer, and it kept crashing anyway. I decided that wasn't for me. I first went to Xbox and had some trouble with it and Microsoft, and finally landed on PS4, and that's where I'm staying. I had a PS2 many years ago, and I like the games on it. I like PlayStation. It's just to me, it's a whole lot better system than Microsoft's Xbox. I don't know. I never did like it. But I'm not knocking anybody. They want Xbox. But hey, whatever suits your fancy. You know. To me, on PC, the graphics weren't as good. And on Xbox, you had brilliant color, and the graphics still was not the best. PlayStation's a great balance of both, if you ask me. Because I've played 17 on all three, and I can tell you, just by looking, based on that game anyway. See that bare spot there? Let me stop. I want to show you that bare spot. Let's see if we can find it now. Should be right over here somewhere. Here it is. See here? And it's saying it's already harvested. And let's pull out the little meter here. You see? 0% growth. Something messed up. It's 100% moisture. May have been too much moisture. Let's see. Well, that's 100% fertilized. Excuse me. 16% moisture. Let's see what moisture. It might not have been no moisture. Wasn't. See, there ain't no moisture. 0 for whatever reason. That's a dry spot, and that's why that didn't grow there. So I mean, and that's. You'll have a bare spot, or a spot where it don't even come up. Well, and the weeds are the same way. They don't come up over the whole field. You'll have patches. And so that's usually when you see a field like that, a spot like that rather, excuse me, it's either too much moisture or not enough, and that germination couldn't take place. It's Sometimes it could be lack of fertilizer. I've seen that in real life, and I've seen a time or two on this game in seasons. Lack of not enough fertilizer, or maybe it needed lime or something, you know, in real life. Now I hadn't seen needing lime like that in a spot in the game, but in real life I have in the area. But now I'm going to start my second headland, and you see I'm at 12. When I get to about 15 or 16, I'll 1,000 liters, I'll turn the cruise off and drive it myself, so I won't run into the crop when it gets full, because we're at 70-something% full now. Canola doesn't cut quite as heavy as wheat and barley and oats, but it's kind of a between crop. It's not as light as soybean and sunflower seed and whatnot, but it's heavier than that. It and corn's a little bit heavier, but because it's bigger. But whoa, combine won't move, spin with me. Let's see, make it to the end. See, we probably won't get 70 tons of canola out of this field. This field 2 is the same size as field 1. They were the 2 fields. Well, no, I ain't gonna do cruise control. They were the same 2 size field. They were the 2 original fields that were on this particular map, the only 2 that was already ready, except you had to plow them before you could work them. I mean, before you could plant them. But they were already plowed out when you start on a new farmer, or beginning farmer, which is what I did when I started on this map. I did not, am I gonna make it to the corner, folks? I think I will. Yep, I surely did. Now, I'm not gonna get very far up this end here. Nope, I'm at 99% now. There's 100% right there. I have to get the... Nope, we'll probably more likely get somewhere around 20,000, 30,000 liters or tons, however you want to say it, off of this field, would be my guess, of canola. Yep. Now I got canola in that front field over there, you can see in the distance off to the left, out in front of the sheds. We might get 40 or 50 tons off of that, 40 or 50,000 liters or pounds, however you want to say it, off of that field. But as it is now, this one, that one's a bigger field. Alright, let me pull this out the way here a little bit. I don't want to hit it. Now, let's get back in the combine. Yeah. And you see, I mean, it's and I really like this combine. This is maybe my favorite combine. In fact, all of the Claas, the only thing I don't like is the slot counts. They're all, if even the tractors. I mean, but on this particular map, you start out low, like less than 400 slots used up on New Farmer, and less than that on the other two. So, when I get back across here, I'll go up the middle again, and as I say, walk the dog with it. Yep, now turn this bad boy around. Never got to drive a combine quite this big or nice in real life. And head down the middle now. Yep. And you see, this is how it is. I mean, this way you divide it up into two sections, and you can work both sections. If it's a big field, then you can work on one section and move to the next. But like I did the other field, I'll until I get to a certain point, then I will finish them all. Now if you got a field that's a mile across, like out west where some of them are, obviously you have to do a little different, But where I'm from, we have no fields near that size. The biggest field may be 100 acres at best. And actually on the other field, I actually turned the wrong way. You see, I'm going the right way this time. I got it where the pipe is actually out where I've already harvested, see, and I'll turn and come back up the other way, and it'll be out that way again. That way the tractor with the chaser bin can come up in here and unload me. We cut alleys like that up through the field, so yeah, so the truck can drive through there. Usually, if it's not a big field, the truck stays at the edge and the combine just goes to it. But a pretty good size, like that one of them 100-acre fields, the truck would have to go to the combine too far to drive a combine across the field like that. Either that or use the chaser bin, sure enough. Because really, where I'm from, they don't farm. We never put straight into the silos. We sold, and whoever we booked the sale through, whichever sale point we sold through, they always provided a truck side of the field to fill up. That's why we never use chaser bins. So, I guess it's different in every cornered earth, you know, wherever you at. To each his own. And but that's how we do it down south here, and tends to work pretty well for us. See, I'll come back, get that little swipe there, and this section will be done. I'll move to that front section. And we also, down here, we measure things in bushels. We don't measure things in pounds and tons. It's bushels, 6 pounds. So if you do the math, let me get up here to the end of this row, and I'll stop the combine, and I'll take the calculator right quick and figure for you. This combine holds 18,000 pounds, and you divide that by 55. That's 327 bushel. A lot of bushel. Generally, I mean, depending on, you know, obviously corn is going to be a little heavier. The heavier stuff, heavier grains will be more because it's heavier grains. Soybeans and stuff like that will be around, you know, might be a little more, a little less, depending on how well it's cutting, you know. But it's just easier to figure stuff in bushels, and that's how, down here, that's how they pay you, by the bushel. So much a bushel instead of the pound. Am I going to get to the end, folks? Or is it going to fill up? Is it 98%? Look at there. I believe I'm going to make it. Is it 99? Yep. I'll show you what I'm going to do, since it's... I'm just going to go right there and cut across that short end. It probably won't get very far in there, because I'm at 99% now. It might make it across. I don't know. We'll see. Nope. I knew it. It was close. And now, so there you have it, folks. This is how we do it in down south, and this is, and I'm Farm King, and I will see you on the flip side. I'll be back later.